What's up, everybody? This is Brian Pfeiffer, MarketingMeathead.com. Today I'm going to walk you through some Amazon PPC. I'm going to show you how I'm going to optimize and try to get some of my sales that have been falling off back. All right, so welcome back. If you're new to online marketing and this is the first time checking out this channel, make sure you subscribe, bang that notifications bell. We talk about everything online marketing, how to make money, Shopify, Amazon FBA affiliate, marketing in general. This is a channel for you. Make sure you leave me a comment below if you're new. I'd like to welcome you to the channel. All right, so let's get started today. So I'm running some Amazon PPC, and in the last couple weeks I've been really busy with my other businesses, and I haven't had a lot of time to work on it. And one of the reasons why I got into Amazon and started running some products is, number one, I wanted to learn it, see how it operated, and see if there was definitely some validity to it to pursue at a larger scale down the road, and just kind of learn the system, understand how it all works. I definitely have some plans in the future to build like my own brand, and you're probably going to want to, when you have your own brand, have your own store. You probably want to be on Amazon as well. You also maybe want to have maybe affiliates. There's a lot of things that you can do when you have a brand in order to try to increase your sales, and one of the things is Amazon. So that's why I got into it. And so what's been going on here? I got 3 products that are selling right now, and I like to go into this transaction view and take a look at my sales here. Let's go down to 50 pages, and let's do the different time periods here. All right, if we go back to like 3 time periods ago, I was really selling pretty well this Same Forever banner. Okay. It was selling at a really good clip for a while. In fact, this was the gold banner. There was a time when I was selling like 8 or 9 a day, sometimes even up to like 9 or 10, and then some days it would be like 3, but it was pretty consistent. So now you can see the one that was selling over this time was this baby girl. I was doing like a launch. Okay, I was actually still doing the launch before Amazon kind of cramped down on the launches with the giveaways. But you can see here I was getting, here's on May 1st. I had one, May 2nd I had one, but it's been kind of falling off throughout all of May. And I'm like, I've been busy. I haven't really had the time to look into it. And, I've been getting some sales, maybe 1 a day, sometimes none, sometimes 2. But I was selling a lot more than that. So I'm like, what's going on here? So, I'm trying to figure out like why all of a sudden the product was selling so well. I ordered more. Let's go back over here to, let's go back to this time. I'm going to update this. I ordered more. I got another 500 in from China, and it just now it's not moving. It's not selling for no good reason. And here's a couple. Like May 16th, I sold a couple that day. Nothing to write home about. May 18th, I sold a couple. It's been like 1, 2, 1, 2. But this is going from days when I was selling 8 or 9 consistently organically. So I'm like, okay, I'm running PPC. So I started doing a little bit of research, and one of the terms people are typing in is Same Forever, okay? So Same Forever, and I'm running PPC on this term, okay? And it's like this one here, which I think is an ugly one, and the same dick doesn't sound good to me. It's too vulgar. But I think what's going on here is these two are probably like some Chinese manufacturers. They are in Prime, meaning they are in the warehouse in stock. But every time I go to like refresh this, I've checked it multiple times on different devices, these guys are taking up all the sponsored ad space. So I think what's happening is these guys are just outbidding the crap out of me. And I'm not getting any traffic because I'm showing up here. This is me right there. Okay, I'm the Amazon's choice under this particular keyword. It's not like a hugely searched keyword, but it does. When I was showing up in the sponsored and I was the Amazon choice, I was getting more sales. Like I've got a decent amount of reviews, but these guys are just like, I think they're just buying up all the ad time or ad space. So I'm getting a little bit annoyed. I'm not getting any sales hardly anymore. And then there's another one called Same Forever Banner. I'm not Amazon choice on that one, but I do rank pretty high, I think, on that one. Let's see where I rank on that one here. This other one's got the Amazon choice on that. And I think I'm right here. So I'm on the home page here. So I'm up there. Decent organic. And those are 2 keywords that they don't get searched like a ton. They're not huge volume keywords, but they get searched enough and they're really high buyer intent. If someone's searching for Same Forever or Same Forever banner, they're going to buy a banner. I mean, that's what they're looking for. So, obviously that's there. I do have some other keywords I'll show you guys here in a second that I'm ranking for like bachelorette party supplies, that kind of stuff. And I get some sales from those as well. But this was my moneymaker, the Same Forever banner. And I think what's going on here is these two clowns are buying up all the freaking PPC. So what I did today is I went in and I'll show you guys here what I did. We go into the advertising, go into campaign manager, and then you can actually go into the campaigns, and you can see here, this is the one I'm running. I've spent a lot of money on this particular campaign already, $1,400, almost $1,500 actually. And then you can actually go in and get like your advertising report for this entire campaign. You just click on that here, and then you can actually download it in an Excel. Okay, and once I think you can only go back like 2 months. I think it only lets you go back to, it only lets you go back to April 4th here. Okay, so you're only going to be able to go back about 2 months. But you can download that, you create the report, you download it into XLS, and then you can take that XLS and import it into like a Google Sheet, okay? And that's what I did here. You can just, if you don't know how to do that, just Google search importing Excel into Google, and there's videos that come up and show you how to do it. Okay, it's really easy. And once you get it into a Google Sheet, I like to freeze this top frame. Okay, so you do, let's see, you go, you just freeze it, and then you go Tools, and then, or what is it, Format, one of these, this one here, I think. It's already frozen because I froze it, or View here. Just freeze, and then you just do the first row, okay? And then that's frozen, and then you can scroll down, and that first row stays up there, okay? And then you can pretty much like go and sort by different things, okay? And one of the things that I sorted by already here was I went ahead and sorted by the spend, and then you can see here the ones that I've spent the most on in the last, this only goes back 2 months. So you can see here I have like Same Forever was a good one here. My ACOS are real low. I've gotten 11 sales, and this is I think the last 7 days here. Let's see what this says. Let's see, 7-day total order. Okay, so that's a decent one. Let's see, yeah. Okay, so I've gotten some orders in the last 7 days here from some of these keywords, and the bridal shower decorations. My ACOS is pretty high there. Okay, and then bachelorette party decorations. I've gotten a couple sales there. Let's see if I can. Go here to 7-day. There we go. So I've gotten some off that as well. The ACOS are decent there, 60. That's okay. It's not terrible. And this one here, Same Penis Forever, as I said, I've gotten 11 sales off that. Low ACOS, only 9. So that's super high buyer intent. So I can bid higher on that one to maybe knock those guys out of there. That's what those guys are doing. They're bidding way higher than me, and they're knocking me out. Okay. And then Same Forever, Same Penis, PNNIS. People don't know how to spell it. Forever banner, and that's 7. So those are high intent. Okay, so my ACOS are going to be higher on these more competitive keywords, I guess, if you will. I'm getting a lot of impressions and a lot of clicks, and not as many sales because I'm competing against a lot of other different things for bridal shower decorations and bachelorette party decorations. But on Same Penis Forever and Same Forever banner, like that's what I'm selling. So that's what people are looking for. That's why I'm getting, just as many sales there. So what I need to do here is I need to bid higher, and I think I'm going to change my bid strategy to more of a dynamic bid strategy. I'm going to show you guys how to do that and try to knock some of these clowns off the sponsored listings that are just crushing. I think this is ugly, personally. I don't think it's better than mine, and this, I don't like how Dick sounds. I just think it just sounds too tacky. So the Same Penis Forever is what I have is I think better. Now, one thing that I am getting done too is I'm getting better photos made right now. I got this guy I found on the Jungle Market. He's going to do some more lifestyle photos, and we're going to make a better image here. So I'm going to try, as a typical affiliate marketer, one of the things you want to try is, you want to look as good as possible on mobile and desktop. And I think we can do a better job on this, initial picture with the white background. And I want to put some style. I don't really have any lifestyle, okay? So all I got is some dimensions here, some close-ups, but I don't have any lifestyle photos. So I'm going to come up with some lifestyle photos. I'm excited to see what this professional Amazon photographer is going to be able to do for me. I'm spending like $200 on each one of my listings. So 200 on this one, 200 on each of my other twos to get these photos done. I'm getting 4 photos, I think 2 lifestyle and like 1 or 2 main image photos to split test. Okay, so I'm going to try to improve this, and I'm going to up my bids here. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I've already upped the bids a couple times in the last month because I've noticed my sales falling off, and I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here? Let's figure this out. And so I've been bumping up the bids, and I've got it up pretty high, as I'm going to show you here. Okay, so here is this is the one where I'm getting the most of the sales. I'm spending most of the money on that particular product, and you'll notice here I've got on this particular product here, this has got 110 orders and 90 orders. So these are my 2 big hitters here, okay? These are the ones that are spending the most money, so that's what I'm going to concentrate on. So let's go into this one first, and you got to make sure when you click on this, you go into the targeting here, okay? And that's going to show you all the keywords. And then you want to make sure that all your columns are turned customized columns. You can turn all these on so you can see your click-through rates and stuff. So one of the things I'm going to be working on is improving my click-through rate with my new photos. Okay, so I can see where I'm at now. I've run a long enough time that in the Google Doc here you'll be able to see the click-through rate is 1.4, 0.44 was pretty low, 1.5, 1.15, 1.19. Those are the main ones that I'm getting clicked on. So if I could somehow get this up to like 1.5 consistently, that's going to be like much more sales for me, okay, and it's going to save me some money. So maybe even 2% if I can get really good images. So that's one of the things I'm shooting for. Okay, typical affiliate marketer here. I want to try to get this click-through rate up. Okay, and the more clicks, the better the chance of getting a sale. So the cost per click is actually not terrible here. You can see it's going to be higher on the ones where I'm competing with other bridal shower decorations, but on people looking for the same forever, I'm getting a pretty low cost per click, which is pretty good. Okay, so this data here is very helpful when it comes for me to make some decisions here on what I'm trying to do. And you can always sort here by spend, okay, and if you click on it twice, you'll get the ones where you spent the most money, okay. And you can see I've paused this top one here because my ACOS on this particular one, let me make sure I got this customized, apply. All right, so yeah, the ACOS on this one were really high. I don't remember, let's see. Let's go back to that. Okay, so I'd spent a bunch of money on this one. I don't know why this thing's not letting me scroll over. I think it's because my screen is narrow here. But you can see here my ACOS were like 220. That's just really ridiculous. So I went ahead and paused that one, okay? But the other ones here, this Same Forever and Bachelorette Party Decorations now, those aren't terrible. Here, let me expand this a little bit. It's kind of annoying. It's not letting me toggle on the bottom here. So you can see here, those are a little bit more reasonable, okay? I've gotten a lot of sales, and that Same Forever, I've gotten 91 sales, 8.4% ACOS. That's really low. So I got a lot of room to bid up on that. And you can see here, the suggested bid is 110, and I changed this to, or suggested is 46, I changed it to 110, and I'm still not getting any sales. So I think these clowns must be bidding even higher than that. So what I did is I left it at 110, okay, because this is where I'm getting most of my sales from, all right? And I left it at 110, and I went into the campaign settings here, and I changed this now to dynamic bids, up and down. Okay, so we'll raise your bids by a maximum of 100%. Okay, so I'm at 110. So now they'll go up to 220 in real time if it's more likely to convert to a sale. So I had this on fixed bids before, so this is going to be new. I'm going to test this out in the next couple days here on this dynamic bids, and I'm going to see if Amazon's system is, this is a beta system. If they see that mine is going to be like in that come into play, and they're bidding higher than me at 110, then maybe they bid up to like 220 and give me that position, because that's a huge keyword for me. I'm getting a ton of sales. So I changed this to dynamic bids, and I'm going to go with that for a couple days. I'll have to maybe do an update later in the week and see if I'm getting more sales. But it's frustrating because I ordered more inventory, thinking like you can see here on my inventory, I was getting down to the bare wire. I was selling like 8 a day, sometimes even 10 a day a couple times, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna run out in like a quick. So I ended up having to airship. I airshipped like 100 in. So now this is the same product here, and now I got 485 sitting here, and I was still 66 sitting here because it stopped selling. It's only selling like 1 a day or 2 a day. So I did a launch. And then for a good month after that launch, the PPC was working. I was getting a lot of sales. And then I think what happened is these clowns came in and are just outbidding me at all the keywords that I was getting the sales on. So let's see how this dynamic bid strategy does. I also had another campaign that was getting some sales. So let's take a look at that one. And that was my page 105. And then I had that second ad set in here. This was the other one, and I've gotten 90 sales in that one, so that's pretty good too. That's the one of these was the broad match, I think, and one's the broad and one's the phrase. Okay, so if you guys would like to learn more about how I set up this launch campaign and started getting all these sales, I will put a link to a PDF below. You can just go ahead and sign up for the email list, and I'll email you the PDF that I made up. It's really intense, and it takes you step by step on how to set up a launch campaign. It works pretty well. It worked really well for this product, and it was doing well organically after the launch, and then the PPC was kicking in, and I was getting a lot of sales. I was thinking like, man, I have a winner here. I was doing, let's just say on average, I was doing about, on the low end, I was doing about 6 a day, and I was making about $5 profit. So I was doing about $30 a profit in a day times 30. I started getting a little excited. I'm like $900 a month on this one product, and I got 2 other products I'm trying to do the same type of strategy on. I'm like, okay, I'm onto something here. And then all of a sudden the sales just stopped. Okay, I did get one bad review. I don't think one review is going to kill me, but I think this is a fake review. Okay, so this was the person that left me a review. I think it's the same assholes that are like putting this crap products out here trying to like take all the traffic. And this Erica Smith gives me a review, and it says it was damaged and leaves me a 1-star review. And this person's only ranked, says 3 reviews here, but there's no other reviews. There's only 1 review. I think this is a fake profile. So I submitted this as a possible fraudulent review. I think you can click on this, and I already reported this profile. I think it's the competitors trying to knock me down. Okay, so you're gonna run into this kind of crap on Amazon when you get start making some sales. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So all right, so here's my other campaign here, and this was the product here. Let me go back into that, and if we go into the targeting here, we'll see. You can download all this into the Google Doc, but you can see I've gotten most of my sales off these 2 terms. So let's see what those were. They're still up and running. This was the bridal shower decorations and the bachelorette party decorations. I already showed you guys that in the Google Doc. So right now I did up the bid on both these. I upped it. You can see it. The suggested is 59. I went to 69. This one was 63, and I went to 70. And my ACOS weren't terrible here. Let me show you guys what those were. I mean, I wasn't like ridiculous. I mean, it's a little bit higher than I'd want to be, but I need those sales right now while I'm still building this product, trying to get reviews. So this one here is 115. So I'm double what my product sale. The way ACOS works is basically like if I'm selling the product for say $10 and I'm 115%, basically my ACOS, my advertising cost is the $10 plus another 15%. So probably like $11.50. So I'm losing money on those sales for sure. This one I'm probably breaking even on, or maybe losing a little bit. But I need these sales because right now my sales have fallen off. And if your organic sales start to fall off, then you lose those organic page 1 ranking type things. So I'm trying to keep these sales up, and I'm going to go ahead and leave those there, and I'm going to raise these bids. I raised those a little bit, and then I'm also going to go in and I'm going to go into the campaign here and the campaign settings, and I'm going to change this to dynamic, and I already did that. So all right, so I'm going to try this dynamic bids and see if that helps my sales. And I will have to give everybody an update later in the week. Hopefully you guys learned something today. This is like step by step, learning, exactly what I'm doing here to try to get my sales back. I was doing really well, and now they fell off. Hopefully, the people that are selling on Amazon, or the people that are thinking about selling on Amazon, you can kind of see, my journey here. I'm trying to take you guys along this journey, and I haven't decided if I'm going to pursue Amazon beyond the 3 products that I have right now. I'm still trying to figure out if it's really worth it. To be honest with you, I've got quite a bit of money invested in this, and I really haven't gotten any money back at this point. And I'm still trying to just sell the products, figure out the PPC. You can't really do the launch strategies anymore. But I have built up, a decent amount of reviews on this particular product right now. I've already got it up to 15 reviews, and I've put in a lot of work to get to that. So, and it was selling really well. I did see some excitement going on here. I mean, this is that one. I think it's a competitor putting a fake review on there, but 15 reviews. It's not bad, and I've only been selling this a few months. So. Hopefully we'll get this thing figured out here with this PPC, but I'll have to give you guys an update later in the week. We'll see if some sales start rolling in. I'm Brian Pfeiffer, the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.